Good morning, my androids. It is Andrew the Android Koloski here, and I am live. Hop aboard the Andrew train as I take you to the promised land. Hop aboard the Andrew train as I take you to the promised land. For I am live and I am ready to rock and roll with you. So let's get the androids filing in. La 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 la. Let's get the androids filing in. La 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 la. Come to me, androids. I'm ready to answer your questions. Come to me, androids. Come to me, androids. La 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 la. All right, for now, I'll go over the artwork one last time, as I had a pretty good day yesterday. So this is called In Sync. You see two creatures that are like yin and yang. You know, they're obviously intertwined with one another, but they're contrasting. So I titled it In Sync. This one is like the orange cat. This one is, it's an orange cat, and obviously the orange cat looks a little cracked out. He's almost like Scott Hall Garfield. It's like Scott Hall meets Garfield. That's how I see this one. It's like, hey, yo, I'm the orange cat who's been drinking all day. You know what I mean? So it's the Scott Hall orange. It's Scott Hall meets Gar. It's like if Garfield and Scott Hall had a sibling, a child. And the last one, pain. Somebody crying, and everything has gotten painted black. All right. So now let's get. I mean, we're 3 minutes in, and so far we haven't got any androids in the house. So somebody wants to know if I'm going to vote in this upcoming election. I don't know. So I know everybody's like, oh, you have to vote, Andrew. You have to go to your local, voting establishment and vote. Like, why though? I mean, I understand they say you have to vote, but why? It just seems like a waste of time. Like, why do you guys like? I know they say, oh, you have to vote. It's your American right. You can't cry. I mean, if you don't vote, but like, really, why should I vote? I'm 37 years old, and I can proudly say, or maybe people say I should be ashamed, not proudly flaunt how I've never voted. But I'm 37 years old, and I can proudly say I've never voted in my life, and I don't plan to anytime soon. I probably won't vote this year. I probably won't vote 4 years from now, and I probably will never vote. I know they say don't be as happy as a pig in shit, bragging how you've never voted in your life and never will. But I have never voted. I just don't see the point. I just don't see the point of it. All right, let's get some androids in the house. We had one person bop in for a minute and then leave. Let's get some androids mingling with me. The whole point of these live streams is for me to mingle with the androids, I want to mingle with my androids. Hey, the man, how you doing? My day is going well. How are you, the man? I got my friend is coming over. We got Pete in the house. All right, we got some androids here. We got some androids in the house. Howdy, the man. Which the man are you? Are you... Well, obviously, when I think of the man, I think of Ric Flair, Becky Lynch, and Taylor Swift. Are you any of the above? Well, actually, in one of my songs, I call myself the man, too. So maybe I'm the man as well. So which the man are you, the man? Alice is back! Welcome back, Alice! The one and only. Chris Benoit is the one and only. Chris Benoit is the one and only. So, on that note, which one are you? We got Alice in the house. Are you, It's getting better. Things are getting better. I made an appointment with a dermatologist, and I shall be going to a dermatologist. Well, I mean, I went to a dermatologist a few weeks ago, and he didn't notice anything. But I'm gonna go for a second opinion, and I don't know. I don't know why I'm convinced I have skin cancer. Welcome back, Alice. Where have you been? Where have you been, Alice? I know you've been off the grid for a while, and as such, I was concerned about you. Hopefully, you weren't any place bad. Hopefully, you weren't in the psychiatric hospital for the past 4 months. Hopefully, all was going well and your life was rainbows and butterflies. But even if you were in the psychiatric hospital, welcome back. Welcome back to society. Welcome back to freedom. Even if you've been locked away for the past 4 months, incarcerated in the psych ward, welcome back, Alice. Welcome back. You were recently reintroduced into society. Alice says she's sure I don't have skin cancer. I'm glad things are good. I've been busy with life. I want to show you a spot I find suspicious here. And this is the main reason I'm going. Oh, one sec. I got to unbutton. Well, maybe I don't have to unbutton my shirt. This spot right here. Let's just see if I can find it. Damn, why can't I find it? Come on, come on. All right, let's take my shirt off. All right. This thing right here. This thing right here is the thing I'm the most concerned about. See this? If there's a dermatologist in the house, tell me if you think that's skin cancer or not. Let's flip around here. That right there. I went a few weeks ago. I don't know. That right there. See? It says moles develop as you age. Although I spend a lot of time outdoors in the sunlight, so I'm gonna get it checked out. Yeah, Erie, as you see, Alice is back. Alice is back, and we're excited here. We're excited. We're excited that Alice is back. We've missed Alice. Eight androids. Wow, we got a big number here. We got a big crew. We got to really rock and roll here. Seven androids. So Erie, yesterday you were saying how you got bullied when you were in your schooling years. Care to tell me more about that? Care to tell me more about how you were getting bullied, Erie? I'll be like your psychiatrist or your psychologist, Erie. So I hear you were getting bullied. Tell me more. You said people were making fun of you for I don't know. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you did. Maybe Erie was the bully. Maybe Erie was the bully. Erie. All right, Erie says she wouldn't consider what she went through bullying. She just said people were, I don't know, making fun of her. So, all right, fair enough. Then I guess it wasn't bullying what you went through. Maybe your friends were just goofing on you. Yeah, man. Erie says she smashed a keyboard on someone's head once. I wouldn't laugh and laugh about that, but okay, fair enough. I mean, things happen when you're in school, you know. I mean, I wouldn't brag and laugh about being a bad person. You know, it's not really that funny. La 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 la. La 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 la. So we got 7 people here. Start firing away some questions, my 7 androids. Start firing away the questions. Yeah, I mean, somebody says, you know, if somebody's bothering you, if somebody's harassing you, if somebody's bullying you, stick up for yourself. And, you know, like Erie says, I know they say it. In a lot of ways, you know, when the people that were bullying me, I should have smashed a keyboard on their head or punched them in the face or done something like that, because they never bother you after it once you retaliate. You know, so fair point, Erie. Fair point. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about bullying right now. In fact, it's making a lot of the androids leave. So let's change the topic. I was bullied in middle and high school, though. If that's what you're asking, by what time were you bullied? I was a passive kid. I was a meek kid who didn't stick up for himself, and I was really badly bullied in middle and high school. I know I brought it up, Erie, but I want to change the topic. So start firing away some questions. I want to change. I want to segue into something else. I know I brought it up. I'm not saying I didn't. I'm just saying I don't really want to talk about bullying. So let's change gears here. You got a topic you want me to talk about, Erie? Somebody says, have I ever seen Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber? My haircut looks a lot like his. Yes, I've seen Dumb and Dumber, and that was a funny movie. I don't like that I'm getting compared to Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber. But on that note, it was a funny movie. So as long as people don't think of me as a character that's an idiot, then I'll take it as a compliment because it was a funny movie, right? So he's the same hair. All right, Erie, stop insulting my hair. Let's go back to bullying then. If you're gonna insult my hair, we'll go back to the bullying. Good morning, Job Reed. He says, good morning, Mr. Koloski. TB says, Andrew Koloski, thumbs up. I'm going back to the Russian barber. If they're giving me Dumb and Dumber haircuts, I'm going back to the fucking Russian barber. Actually, maybe not. It's down the block. Maybe I'll just get this guy to give me the Dumb and Dumber haircuts at the end of time. La 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 la. So he says it's not quite the same as Dumb and Dumber. Almost, but not exactly. Somebody says raw, 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 raw. Oh wait, when does the Joker 2 come out? Speaking of raw, 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 raw. When does the Joker 2 come out? I'm interested to see that. Then again, maybe it might trigger ideas of reference delusions, and I might think the whole movie's a reference to me. So that might be bad, you know? Getting ideas of reference delusions while watching the Joker 2. Somebody says they're concerned it will be bad in comparison to the first one. Somebody says, what kind of movies are you in? I would be into the Joker 2, but I think that movie could trigger ideas of reference delusions badly, and I'll think Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga are referencing me the whole time, and it will just make the movie not enjoyable. But I need to realize, you know, they're not, when Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix are making that movie, they weren't thinking about me. You know? So catch it, check it, change it. It's kind of like when Hillary Clinton was debating Donald Trump back in 2016. I thought the whole presidential debate was a reference to me, and they were referencing me, and I'm like, no, they don't even know I fucking exist. They're concerned about running the country and winning the election, and you know, catch it, check it, change it. You know, you're getting ideas of reference delusions here. You know. Somebody wants to know how I got along with Samantha, the social worker. Good. We talked about codependency mostly and breaking my codependent relationship with my mother. She was saying how it seems like I'm very enmeshed with my mother and it's very unhealthy. And on that note, basically, we're discussing codependency. She recommended a book about codependency. It seems like what we're working on is my codependent relationship with my mother. We're working towards getting me independent. And we're discussing learned helplessness. How much of it is me really being unable to function as an independent adult? And how much is it my mother enabling and coddling me? How much is it my mother not allowing me to, basically codependency? She wants to protect me, but in a way she's preventing me from flying from her nest. All right. All right. Somebody says Samantha, the social worker, seems to be a bit more critical of your mother than Dr. Garrett was. I guess. I don't know. I think the point of the session was for me to get more independent, more so than criticize my mother. But yeah, I would say some of the session was a little bit critical of my mother. Yeah, I would agree with that. Actually, interestingly enough, somebody wants to know: did Samantha, the social worker, want to meet Christine, my mother? And yeah, she indicated like if it's up to you. Obviously, I'm a 37-year-old man, but she said she was interested in potentially doing a family session with me and my mother and her. And I said, well, I don't know if I want to do that at this current time, but it's something we're open to in the future. A potential family session, especially while I'm living with my mother. You know what I mean? So we might get a family session. Me, Samantha, the social worker, and my mother. So it's an interesting idea. Uh, I said how obviously there's a lot of lack of communication between me and my mother. It's kind of like her way or the highway. You know, she doesn't really listen, and she basically it's just her way or the highway. Hold on, I have a. Somebody says it's my way or the highway in a Fred Durst voice. Yeah, yeah, Rusty. Yeah, Rusty. So I know you said you get paid on Friday, Rusty. How much are you willing to pay for Garfield or the cracked out Scott Hole Garfield? How much are you willing to pay for cracked out Scott Hole Garfield? I'll pull it up. How much are you willing to pay for Garfield on the drinking binge? Garfield. It's not exactly Garfield. It's the orange cat. No, I would give it to him for free, but then again, I don't have much money, so it says I would give it to him for free. But if he's willing to throw me some money, um, Rossi says the mouth reminds me of Imperfect Cell, and that's why I love it. What's the different? What are the major differences between Garfield and the Orange Cat? Well, this is like Garfield's sibling who's been on a drinking binge, who's been cracked out for days. It's like the love child of Garfield and Scott Hall. Somebody says, Rusty, be a good egg and throw me some shekels. It's like the Ayo Garfield. Rusty says he's going to give me a fair price to cover shipping. Oh, there was other artwork from yesterday. Sure. There was this one. This one is called In Sync. It's two creatures. They're intertwined with one another. They're almost like a yin and a yang. It looks like they might even kiss at some point. And it seems like these two creatures are intertwined or in sync. And there's fireworks or intense colors all around them. Rusty says, this one goes hard, no lie. Actually, it's the artwork I spent the most time on Thursday. So I think that's why it shows and is very good. Rusty says, I need to put this one in the art show. All right, I'll throw this one in the art show. I'll go up to... I'm making a late submission for the art show. And the last one from yesterday, as a lot of you have seen, we said Alice has been in the psychiatric hospital for the past 4 months. She's recently reintroduced into society. The last one is Pain. It's a redheaded woman who's crying, and everything all around her is painted black. Hola, Sleeves! How are you doing? Is she crying because her lip filters went away? I don't know. TB. Rocking in the USA. Yeah, we're rocking in the USA, that's for sure. TB says he's been sick for over a week. Interestingly enough, TB, so have I. I don't know what the story is, but I've been getting bad congestion, so... He's just super tired. Yeah. How old are you, TB? What is your age, gender, location, and name? We asked TB, do you got COVID? And give us the well, I don't want to ask that, but give us all your personal information, TB. This is a joke, obviously. This is a joke. I don't want to really ask for that because, God forbid, you did give it to me. I don't want to commit a crime. But this is a joke. Give me your driver's license, social security number as well, your birth certificate. I don't really want that, by the way. Because, like, God forbid, TB actually did give that to me. I'm like, oh no, did I just commit a crime? I don't really want that, TB. I just want your age, I just want your age, sex, and location. So he says, I recall TB as a female in their early 20s. Somebody says, could you imagine if you got your identity stolen, but instead the thief repaired your credit instead of stealing money from you. Yeah, that would be like something in a comedy, but in real life, people are usually after stealing from you. But it would be funny. But yeah, most people wouldn't do something that ridiculous because they would risk going to jail just to help you. Most people want to do something nefarious when they risk going to jail. It'd be good for a comedy, though, for like a ridiculous movie. Like, oh, I'm going to steal your credit card and give you tons of money. But in the real world, it usually doesn't work like that. Oh. I want a woman that is non-related, in her early 20s, of age, cisgendered, alive, female. That's what I want. Petite, sexy. Non-related is very important. It's very important you date a woman who's not related to you. I guess it's very important. So this is the non-related part might be very hard these days. Everybody wants to be in. Life is a game of chess. With every move I progress. Yeah, maybe I'll get a shirt. Maybe I'll get a shirt with my... somebody wants a song. What song do you want me to cover? Well, what song do you want me to do? Special requests here. Please don't make it true. I don't want to believe that about you. Please don't make it true. I don't want to believe that about you. You're somebody I respect and admire very much. You're an amazing artist, so talented, so funny, a genius, and you seem like a goody two-shoes. You seem like a good person. Please don't make it true. I don't want to believe that about you. But there's allegations that you're a monster, that you're nefarious, that you're evil, that you're sadistic. And these allegations taint my respect for you. They make me view you like you're a villain. Please don't make it true. I don't want to believe that about you. Please don't make it true. I don't want to believe that about you. I want to think of you as a goody two-shoes, as a good person, as wholesome, pure, kind. I don't want to think of you as a sadistic monster. So please don't make it true. I don't want to believe that about you. Yeah, please don't make it true. I don't want to believe that about you. Yeah, please don't make it true. I don't want to believe that about you. Alice waves the lighters. Woo! What's the next one? No, that's a recent song. That's a song from 2024. It's about Phil Collins, Bono going to Epstein's Island, or you could even do Diddy, Puff Daddy. Just like a song about somebody you once liked, and then Puff Daddy literally it happened, but allegedly, I saw a comment on a Phil Collins song, True Colors. They're like, oh no, you went to Epstein's Island, my heart is broken, Somebody who admired Phil Collins was devastated that it turns out Phil Collins went to Epstein's Island. So that's the inspiration behind that one. Rossi says he's having an apple cider donut as we speak. I was a victim. Epstein's Island. Epstein's Island. I was a victim on Epstein's Island. I was a victim. Not really. I mean, this song is hypothetical. This song is, I was not a victim on Epstein's Island. I was not the victim of, this big, ring of nefarious people. I was a victim on Epstein's Island. I was tortured by rich and powerful people, and I can't do anything about it because they have too much money and power. I was a victim on Epstein's Island. I was tortured. I was a victim on Epstein's Island. I was tortured. All right. Somebody asks, do I think Diddy, Puff Daddy, visited Epstein's Island? To be honest with you, I don't know. But if he did, and he has information on the Clintons, I think he's probably going to commit suicide in prison. So I'm going to say probably not. Let's Google. Did Diddy visit Epstein's Island? I don't really know. Somebody says I should do a sign off being a victim at WWE headquarters. I was a victim of that's not as funny. Being a victim of, and besides, Vince McMahon doesn't exactly cover up his scandals. He flaunts them for all to see. He leads like long trails to all his text messages. Vince Russo said, the Vince McMahon he knew from 1999 wouldn't leave long trails to all his scandals and text messages. It's almost like he wanted to sabotage his career. Why would he do that? Does he have dementia or something? Somebody says, no, he doesn't have dementia. He knows exactly what he's doing. Like the Vince McMahon from, 1999 would cover his ass, would try to not leave long text message trails to all his scandals and affairs. What is he doing? Maybe he's just lost in dementia land. Maybe he's lost in Joanne Greenberg, I never promised you a rose garden land, I think Vince McMahon is he's gonna it's kind of like Roger Waters saying pile on many more layers and I'll be joining you there. He's going to be joining Joe Biden in Dementia Land pretty soon, it seems like. It's awfully considerate of you to think of me here, and I'm most obliged to you for making it clear that I'm not here. And I never knew the moon could be so big, and I never knew the moon could be so blue. And I'm grateful that you threw away my old shoes and brought me here instead, dressed in red. And I'm wondering who could be writing this song. I don't care if the sun don't shine, and I don't care if nothing is mine, and I don't care if I'm nervous with you. I'll do my loving in the winter. And the sea isn't green, and I love the Queen. And what exactly is a dream? And what exactly is a joke? All right. That was Jug Band Blues by Pink Floyd. All right, guys. This live stream was pretty good. I had a cup of coffee and I was really hopped up on caffeine for it. So this was a good live stream. Rusty says, Alice is here. Go longer, Andrew. Go longer. Go longer. All right. La 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 la. I was so innocent. Innocent. No, we're doing that. Rusty wants me to make a couple of videos with the DSLR. I would, but I have a guest coming over today at noon. So not today, Rusty. I could go longer on the live stream. I have a guest coming over, so I can't do the DSLR today. Yeah, a friend is coming over. So I think we're just friends, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see my friend. Yes, it's somebody I know from the art community, and I'm excited. I'm very excited. We'll be getting lunch. We'll be spending a good portion of the day together, and I'm just really happy. I'm just really happy to see my friend, and I'm happy. I'm not gonna tell you this person's name. In fact, I don't really want to share that much about her at all. But I'm happy to be seeing her today. Somebody says, nice. All right, cool. You. Alice says she's happy for me. Thank you, Alice. Yeah, man. La 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 It seems like shopping malls in general are closing down. They're going out of business. There's a lot of dead malls all over the place. Are shopping malls not really a thing anymore? Has the internet made shopping malls obsolete? The Broadway Mall somebody says the big ones that are destination spots are doing okay. Like Roosevelt Field Mall is doing all right. But the Broadway Mall, it looks like, is... What is happening to the Broadway Mall? Let's Google that. What is happening to the Broadway Mall? In 2024, the mall was sold to a local group which announced plans to completely remodel it at a cost of $100 million. They plan to demolish the vacant Macy's anchor store as well as the covered portions of the mall, making it an outdoor mall again. They plan to rename it the Shops on Broadway. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, let me read. Somebody says it's kind of a crummy name. Let me read to you, my story about the Broadway Mall. Broadway Mall. So there's a location I would I don't want to read this. Fuck it. What is the question I would like the most answered? I don't know. I want all my questions to be answered. Not just one. I want all my questions to be answered. There are so many more questions than answers. Wow, that's philosophical, TB. That wasn't Rusty. Do I believe in aliens? Well, the galaxy is ginormous, so there's bound to be some life out there somewhere, right? Are they lying is the question he'd like the most answered, Rusty says. Are they lying to me, or are they telling me the truth? I think they're lying to me, but whatever. Try not to get so emotionally triggered. Toggle the switch to off. Flip the switch to off. When I get emotional, the switch flips on. So you know what? Flip off the switch. Can my parents be saved? What do you mean by saved? I hope my parents can be saved, right? It's hard, Andrew, but take it one moment at a time. Fair enough, Alice. Fair enough. Okay, my friend is on her way. I just got a text message, so I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. I have a big day in store for me. Got a big day in store for me. Alice says, "Yay!" Horn Dog asks, I don't want to answer that question, but yes, I think so. Somebody says, "Woot woot. I hope it goes well." I think it will. I think it will go very well, Horn Dog. La 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 la. What are we doing? Well, at the very least, we're getting lunch. We're having ice. Maybe we'll get ice cream. But to be honest with you, I'm not really sure. But you got to eat, you know. You got to eat. You got to use it as an excuse to eat nice. La, 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 la. All right, guys. I think I'm going to get going here. Adios, amigos and amigas. Peace out. Be loving. And I hope everything goes well, you know? I'm wearing this outfit to lunch. Is it a bad outfit? Somebody wants to know if this is a bad look. This is what I'm wearing. Why does this look bad? So he says it's a very snazzy sweater. Or would you recommend putting another shirt on? Do you like this? It looks good, Alice says. All right, cool. This is what I'm wearing today. Somebody says, do I have some Chinkos instead of jeans? What are Chinkos? Nico says it looks fine. What are Chinkos, TV? Are they like khakis? I gotta Google that. What are Chinkos? What are chinos? I don't know, guys. Don't overthink it. All right, this is what I'm going to wear. And if she likes it, that's great. If she doesn't like it, I don't know. Well, I have a big wardrobe here. I could change my shirt. I could do that. Peace out, amigos. Peace out, androids. Why do you want me to button the top? That looks bad. You're not supposed to button the top. TV says it's a great shirt. That looks bad. You're not supposed to button the top. You're supposed to leave the top unbuttoned. Horn Dog says it's more professional if you button the top. No, you're not supposed to button the top. Alice says, I think you should dye your hair. What color should I dye my hair, Alice? Alice says I should dye my hair blue. Corn dog says I should dye my hair blonde. All right, guys. Adios, amigos and amigas. Peace out. I'll see you guys later.